Welcome to Lincoln, Nebraska, and it plays some of the games immortals have called home. Johnny the Jet, Frazier, Crouch, Rozier, and many, many more have built this Big Red legacy as this crowd is ready to cheer on their beloved Cornhuskers. A Big Ten showdown coming, conference games where the results will stick with you for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Michigan Wolverines taking on the #1 team in the land, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Wolverines will boot it away to start the game. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Nebraska Cornhuskers offense will have the first possession of the game. And there he is, the man, David, that they build this entire attack around.
And it's so nice to have a guy that makes everything easy for the people around him. The quarterback plays better because the feature is clear who that is.
And we all hold our breath every time this guy touches the football. He's able to take it the distance on any given play.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Now on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. He looks that one in nicely. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1. Trying to pick up a first down. Fast motion from the offense. Now on the option. Now the toss. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. All things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. The Cornhuskers are marching down the field. They'll go back to the ground. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. And the Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide out in motion. Trying to find his man on first down. Swings it out to his running back. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Now facing some adversity on this drive after the loss of 4 at 2nd and 14. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got his man. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
Nice poise by the quarterback. Here's a big 3rd down throw, and you want to push the ball vertically down the field, but if the defense takes it all away, check the ball down. Get it to your running back and let him go do the work and move the sticks forward.
They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Using the quick game. Touchdown, Nebraska! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting the drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting in this squad.
Out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So the Michigan Wolverines offense will have its first possession of the game. And there's no doubt, guys, we will be focused on these two-star playmakers on the...
I'm curious to see how much man coverage we're going to see today. I don't know if either of these defenses is confident enough to go mano-a-mano with these two dudes on the field. They're two of the best in the nation.
These cornerbacks aren't looking for man-to-man coverage. I can promise you that. I'd be like, give me some help over here. But we're going to see some split screens, and we're going to see who had more catches, who had more yards. We're definitely going to be breaking that down this game.
The Wolverines moving quickly to the line.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
It's caught. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Holds and fires complete to the right. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The aerial assault continues. Makes the grab down the middle. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Tough linebackers getting after quarterbacks. The Huskers have a rich tradition of that.
Yeah, and you think about the black shirts, and you hear that if you're a Nebraska fan, you know exactly what that means. Guys that are different, guys that see it, that hunt it, that go get the football like this guy just did.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Zings it complete to the right. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And they decide to trot out the kicker. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. It's good.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. And that one is incomplete. It's the end of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Got his man in the middle. That's a live ball. And the defense snatches it, and they're trying to flip the field.
The more hats you have near...
We'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. The Huskers will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the quarterback is snowed under.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. The Cornhuskers are rolling down the field.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know, the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front, they could not protect him well enough.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
It's complete on the right side, and he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Fourth down coming up.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. They didn't get a ton of yardage there, but they're really effective at using the back out of the backfield, and they do it to get the first down here. Got the back over the middle. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. 9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. He's got him in the flat. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wide receiver shows motion. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. This offense starting to impose its dominance. 13th play of the drive coming. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
About to kick it off after punching it in. One more play until the 2-minute warning. From the gun, running back on the move. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. They're working that left side. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. He's going to pass. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Shoots it to the left. Makes the grab. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Unloads to the wideout. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. They get... This offense is set up first and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Snags it. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. They'll put the tight end in motion. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. You can't hear yourself think on third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. And that one's way too far for everybody. Just over 20 seconds to play here in the half. How aggressive can they afford to be here? They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure, it gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
He's back to throw on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On third down, he drops to throw. He lets one fly deep. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. And the Huskers will punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Takes it on the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They'll throw it on first down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone to take a deep breath and digest what we just saw in Lincoln. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
He wants to throw here on second down. He's got it. And he breaks into the open. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Michigan. They got the touchdown, but now they want the 2 to tie this baby up.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner goes down. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really...
He's going for a big play downfield. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
That's a great job by the DB playing the ball in the air. You see it all the time. DBs kind of get turned around. The wide receiver goes up and makes a catch. No, sir. DB, great position, knocks the ball down for an incompletion.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, this offense would take shots. They know they have targets that can fly and push down the field vertically. Nice job in coverage there.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Looking to throw it again. Blasted as he lets it go. He's got it. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Huskers are moving quickly down the field. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Working that left side now. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The Cornhuskers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping. Put it out in front of me. I'm getting this first down.
And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And that's a live ball. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. Coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? You be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in...
He's got it down the left. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play. And I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be second down.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. The Wolverines want to crank their tempo. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. A little screen to the running back. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be fourth down. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. From 56 yards out, what a power leg. Never a doubt about that. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Stanford is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Jim Plunkett, this might not be over just yet. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Cal.
They're going to throw it to start the drive.
Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. That last incompletion leaves them with 2nd and 10 from the 21. He's got the back in the middle. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Makes the grab on the left. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. The offense in hurry up mode. Looking to throw on 2nd down. He lofts one down the sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Nice job in coverage there. Offense trying to take a shot downfield. The defender able to tip that one up in the air and force it incomplete.
Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. They're going to throw it again. Back open in the middle. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. And the Huskers are flying down the field.
I don't always have to push the ball down the field. I love when QBs drop back, look at it matchups. Oh, I got my running back. I think he can get the 1st down. Give him the football. Let him be an athlete with the football in his hands after he catches it. Nice job by the QB. Nice job by the running back.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the flag, 1st and 15 for this offense. Wide out in motion. Looking to throw. Lets it fly. It's caught. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. The Huskers in the hurry up. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. And there he is again, another sack, channeling his inner Aiden Hutchinson against Penn State.
And that is high praise when you start comparing somebody to Aiden Hutchinson. Michigan, year after year, they find these dudes, man. The guys that will get after the quarterback. Hey, let's go, big fella. Let's go for that record.
Throws to the back. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make a connection. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot and you start trying to aim it, you really, really miss.
Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! And that one will put him up here in the second half. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
It just gets in the zone, right? You can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you a point.
This offense is feeling itself right now, and momentum's coming along with them. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Quick strike complete. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Hands it off. And the Wolverines get it past the sticks.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. They'll give it to him again. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. The Wolverines want to move quickly.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
They'll try to get the first through the air. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. And the Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. Boots' first of the day away was called on 4 times in the victory last week. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. He's got it down the middle. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Listen, if I'm a QB, 2nd down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable 3rd down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
Well, this defense has given them some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Complete downfield. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. The Cornhuskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running back goes in motion. They'll throw it on first down. Feeling some heat. And the sophomore has to get that one out in front of his receiver.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. Quarterback checking the play. On 2nd down, wants to throw. He's going to take off. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Wants to throw on 3rd. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
After that incompletion on 3rd and short, it's going to be an interesting decision for the head coach because I know he believes in his guys to go get it here on 4th down and pad the lead. But if you kick a field goal, you make it a 2-possession game here in the second half, and I think that's the right decision.
It's 4th down now, and this likely the final snap before the 2-minute warning. This quarterback part of their running game. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. And the ball is picked off. We've reached the 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. He's out of bounds at the 6-yard line. Get the ball back and put your offense in business. Wants to go up top. Extending the play. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you've got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Got his man on the right. Touchdown, Nebraska! And they take it in for 6 more points. They put another one on the board here in the 4th quarter, and how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Bringing it back. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Just flying through the air.
First down.
Hero to make the grab. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
Good enough for a first down.
To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Looking to move it through the air. He's got his man. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. And the offense just chooses to spike the ball. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finishing strong would kind of ease some of that for Palmer. It's the body of work. Everything he did this season is going to be taken into account, and it's going to be tough, I think, for him to keep his job.
It's a combination of wins and losses this year, but it's also about who's out there. There's some good big-time candidates, some good coaches that could come in. We know they've got the money to spend. It just seems like they're going to make a change.
Coming after it. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Pocket starts to collapse. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do.
Going for it all. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. He's got it on the left. The defense uses a timeout, and we are down to 11 seconds left to play. This offense capable of exploding at any moment. Now they're set up inside the 30 with a 1st and 10. The pass ball's incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. And the Huskers headed quickly to the line. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Huskers. They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. After this, it'll be a wrap. Going up top on first down. And down he goes, and that's going to do it. Didn't have much of a chance there, and the defense puts an exclamation point on this one. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot?